Hi, myself Adinarayanan. So, as part of our servlet training, we saw how to download Tomcat and extract. Next, we created one web application and tested by using HTML. And after that, we created one servlet and we called from the server. So these are all the videos that you saw, three videos, and this is going to be our fourth video. So send values from browser to servlet and retrieve value and print. What is this meaning? So we are going to enter username, password, whatever you do in Facebook or in Amazon. You enter value, and when you submit, this value should go to the server. That is in servlet. We retrieve all this value, then we store into database. So that's a form submission. When you when you go to Facebook, you register your details and you enter all the details in the screen browser. When you submit your value, will go to the servlet. In the servlet, we need to retrieve all this value and we are going to store to database. So as part of this step, what we are going to do now is I'll show you the program. So this is the program in the last video you saw. This is the program, right? How this is the program that is to call servlet from browser, that is JSP. This is the JSP file, right? Employee registration.jsp. So here this is the code, and when you click submit, say when you click submit, so what it do, it will go to the path of the servlet. Meaning we created one servlet here, we created one servlet here, and in this servlet is an HTTP servlet. You know what is an HTTP servlet, and there are two methods: do post and do get. Okay. So now see here, this is the path. So for this servlet, this is the path. So if you want to access this servlet, so in the JSP you need to write this particular customer servlet. We wrote here customer servlet. This is not a servlet class name, it's a path name. You see here, this is servlet class name and this is path name. So you need to give the URL. So you need to give the URL. This is the URL and path. Normally we call it as a path. We call it as a path. Okay. So when I submit, see here. So if I want, so I run this JSP page. I run this JSP page. So if you want this one to come below, what you will do? Age. So here age br slash br control S. Let me run you know how to run this JSP page. This is URL. This is the entire URL. Okay. So this is the URL, whatever I selected. So let me click. I'm running this one. See here. Enter the name. Enter name. ADHI something. Age something. Okay. So when I click, see here in the down. When I click this one, so where does the browser submit all this value to this URL? Which is the URL? See here. You see here. You see here. See now in the below localhost 8080 slash neobank web customer servlet. So now all this value will be submitted to the URL, to this URL here to this URL. So this URL, when it goes to this URL, you have web.xml. Okay, this is web.xml. I will let you know about contact. Okay, now this is going to be our JSP page. And when I click submit, when I click this button, this create submit, so the request will go to this servlet. To this servlet, how no? Because in the so this is the JSP page. So this one, it will submit to this path, customer servlet. Okay. So in customer servlet, it will call do get method or do post method. See here we mention method equal to post. So now this request will go to the Tomcat server. In the Tomcat server, it will look into web.xml. In the web.xml, we configure the path. Whereas it is a shortcut. Rather than configuring in the web.xml, it is the shortcut. So either you can write in web.xml or you can write at web servlet at customer servlet. So this is the path which is configured. Now the request goes to web.xml. If you write here, it is as if written in web.xml. You should think of something like that. The configuration. Okay. Things will look into web.xml and see for this path, what is the servlet? This is the servlet. For this path, this is the servlet. So your Tomcat container will call do post method. Will call do post. Why it called do post method rather than calling do get? It is calling do post method because in the form you mentioned method equal to post. So it calls do post method. Yeah, come here. It goes to do post method, right? In the do in the do in the do post method. So here, so all the values that are coming from the browser will be copied into request object. Whatever you want to send to the browser, you should add all those things into response object. That's why here, this already I explained. So whatever you want to send to the server, so you need right here. So what do you do now? From values 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 RETRI received successfully. RECI VEDC SUCCE SSFU LLY controllers. Okay. Okay. So now when you submit in the browser, your all the value will come to the servlet and it will call do it will called sorry, we wrote in do get method. This is wrong. So here, so customer here it will come here anyway. So okay, let it be like customer post method something like this, no? Right? So all the values that are coming from the browser is copied to this request. Whatever you want to send, you are going to add it to here. Anyway, this is not the way that we will do here. Rather than we will call a JSP. We won't do something like this. We will call here. We will call the JSP to run and send the output. Now whatever that we are adding into this object will be sent to the browser. Okay. Now what is our task? Control V dot request dot get parameter parameter. Okay, I want to retrieve the name that you sent from the browser. Here, this one, employee name and age, this one and this one. So already we know in when you say this one, what is the key F name? What is the key age? Whatever you are going to type will come as key with whatever you typed. Age equal to whatever you typed. So F name equal to whatever you typed and age equal to whatever typed. This is a key value pair that your browser will send as part of the request. As part of the request, when you submit, this is the URL. To this URL, this key value pair will come. F name is equal to. So what I am going to do is, so here you should write FNAME key. So how will you get the age? There. What is the key for age? Control V age. AGEH. Okay. So here STRING string NAME name equal to age. Age equal to, is age integer or string? STRING. Actually, the value that is coming from there will be a string always. Whether you type whatever thing, whether you type number or you type character, anything. Here it will come as a string. So if you want, you can convert from string to integer or float, whatever you want to do by using a wrapper classes. So I will explain after some time. Okay, now what we want to do, we will display both the things. SYS OUT out, this out, control. So print A name, control C, control V, and same thing, control C, control V, your age. Okay, so now what we have done, so when you submit this one, when you click this one, this will come to which URL slash customer servlet, that is localhost 8080 new banking web slash customer servlet. So the request will go to web.xml. In the web.xml, it will find to which servlet this request should be sent. So which we configured here. This is the one. This is the one, right? This is the one. This is the one. As if you should think that we configured in the web.xml. It's a shortcut way. So now it will call this one and it will call the do post method because our form contains method equal to post. So always your form should be post. So it comes here and all the value will be passed to this request. Then if you want to retrieve the value, this is how you order it. Request dot this one. This and this is same. If you make here or, then you make here also or. Okay. So this one. Control is to be meaningful, you make that first. Okay, then you are storing here and you are storing here just to printing it. So you got the value, whatever the things that you typed in the browser, you received in the servlet. That is the agenda of this particular video. In this particular video, so when you submit the form, when you click the submit button, so an HTTP request will come to this servlet and we can retrieve the value by using request.get parameter. So now let us run this one. Let's run this one. And what we are going to see is the output. The output will be whatever I typed here, output, whatever I typed here, and name, age, and this post is called something. Okay. So it will come here, it will come here, it will come here, and it will print this one. After that, you are writing something into response. So this one, actually, this line will be replaced by using servlet. In next video, we are going to see that one. As of now, whatever you are going to write into this response will come to the browser. So it will come to the browser here also if you want. Let me type something. Okay, you will see what you are getting in the browser. Okay. Mm. Okay. Okay. Just refresh. Okay. So the context is reloaded, meaning whatever you done the changes in the server side, automatically our Eclipse will compile and redeploy our application. So here I am going to type something SUMITH age 21. When I click, okay, when I click one, so did we receive the value? See here, we typed in browser. See browser. From this browser, you are going to type here even again. So it's only one time. So for example, when you are going to submit through Chrome, see here, Control V, download, sorry, JSP page. So which JSP page? This is the JSP page, right? When we type here, okay. So we got this one. Here I am going to type for some name 26, 26. Then click register. See here, customer post method after whatever you wrote in the response that is sent from the servlet to your browser. To your browser. If you see here, Ronnie 26. Okay. So if you go and see the servlet, so we wrote a one form, HTML form, in the JSP page, and we submitted. It come to the servlet. It went to do post, and because method equal to post, that's why. and we are retrieving the value and we are printing it. So now you got, and you can go and store into database. You know how to store and insert into values which you already read during your SQL and JDBC. So anyway, we will store this value to the database in another 2 or 3 videos. Okay. Now you know how to call the servlet from JSP page. How will you call? There should not be any doubt. How will you call? This is the action equal to. So this is the path. For this path, there will be a servlet, right? For this path, is there any path for this one? No. For this path, R something, RHFF is the path. Is there any servlet there? No. So you should give the proper path. So each servlet should have a path. Control is it. So the control is it. Each servlet should have a path. So how will you write the path? So you write the path by using output servlet. Now uh, we are deploying this application to a Tomcat server, right? Now Tomcat server will know if a request comes with a slash customer servlet, it will call this servlet. If you are going to make here as F, then path is F. So to be meaningful, your customer name and path name, let it be same to be meaningful, but it can be anything. It can be anything. Now you know how to. So now if you see, this is the JSP page. Sorry, this is the servlet, right? This is the servlet. Nothing, only two methods: do get and do post. Only two methods. So if you see my previous videos, you will get enough idea. And here, if you see here, okay. So you know this one. Nothing other than this. Okay. So now you got an idea about how to submit the form value from the browser and how to retrieve the value in the servlet. You know how to do this one. So what is the next step? Already I told you. You are sending the value, right? How you are sending the value to again to the browser, sending something success or failure. This one. This is not the right approach. This is not the right approach. What we should do normally, we will run a JSP and show the output, send the output to the browser. So meaning when you click in the screen, say hyperlink or button, submit button, request comes to the servlet. From there, whatever you want to do, you do here. And finally, your output should be prepared not by using servlet. Here, servlet is preparing the output. Don't prepare the servlet response to the browser by using servlet rather than use one JSP page. Meaning, if you give a JSP, instead of this, if you give a JSP page here, your JSP page will run in the server, in the server, and the output of the things will be sent to the browser. So next we are going to see that. Say for example, this is the thing that we are going to see. We are going to see here create 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 response RESPON response by running running JSP. So now how you send the response? In the servlet itself, you write the code response dot something. Don't do that. Rather than create a response by using create a response content. Create create content 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 by running JSP page. Create content by running JSP page. This is the thing that we are going to see in the next video. I think so. You got some idea about this one, and this is the code. This is the code. This is the code. Okay. Okay. Then the next example, I will go step by step so that you will understand. Okay. Thanks for your time.